Hi everyone, Yana is here and you're watching the Clean and Simple Die Cutting video series. In this video, I'm going to make a very simple and easy one-layer card using some inking and stamping. So in one of my previous videos, I have already shown you how to create a striped background. Today, for my today's card, I'm going to use the exact same technique. However, I'm going to make my stripes a little bit wider. As you can see here, I have an example in my hand, and once again, I'm using the exact same washi tape to mask the white area. The only difference is that I'm spacing it differently. I leave more space in between the washi tape stripes. Now, for my previous video, I used this little dauber from Clear Snap, but I thought that it might not be wide enough for these stripes, so I decided to use an inking tool from Clear Snap to apply color to my background. It's similar to other inking and blending tools that are there on the market. And to create the background for this card, I'm going to use this new chalk ink from Clear Snap. It's one of their newest colors, and it also has a new packaging. If you're familiar with their inks, with the Clear Snap chalk inks, you might know that they used to have really thick, really wide, high, stamp pads, but now they've changed the packaging to match all of their other stamp pads, like the pigment stamp pads and dye color box stamp pads. So I'm using this blending, inking and blending tool to apply color, and I'm going in a back and forth motion. I'm not doing a lot of circular motions here, just back and forth. It's hard to tell in the video, but I'm just going back and forth and rubbing the ink onto my cardstock. Now, to make my card a little bit more interesting, I masked the center portion of my card with the help of a Spellbinder's die. So first I added the stripes, the washi tape stripes to my background, and then I placed the die and secured it in place with some more washi tape. The reason I did that is because I wanted to create an embossed frame for the center of my card and then stamp a sentiment in the middle. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm removing the washi tape strips from the die, and I'm going to secure the die in place with another piece of washi tape. And to make sure the washi tape does not damage my paper during embossing, I'm adhering it a couple times to my sleeve and to my hand, just to remove some of that stickiness. Because I really do not want to see my paper damaged once I ran this sandwich through my die cutting machine. So I'm not actually die cutting anything. I'm using my embossing sandwich in the Artisan Explorer machine from Spellbinders, and I'm simply running it through the machine to create a nice embossed frame in the middle. So here it is, all nice and embossed. And now I'm going to use a stamp from Neat and Tangled to create a stamp sentiment. Now, if your stamp is a little bit bigger than the frame, you might want to stamp first and then emboss. That's what I thought I should have done. But, it was too late, so I decided to go with the card that I already had. So I'm using this Hope Anchors the Soul stamp from Neat and Tangled. It's one of their newest stamps, and I really like it. It's this nice bold sentiment that really goes with just any summer or nautical card. And since my acrylic block was too small, I placed it on my block diagonally. So I inked it up with some black ink, and I'm stamping it onto my background, onto my card, and I'm really making sure I press it evenly and nicely to create a good and even impression. Now I decided I wanted to add something different, a little bit of a pop of color to my card. So I'm stamping this exact same sentiment one more time. And I'm adding some gold embossing powder from Hero Arts. This is detailed embossing powder. And I'm going to heat emboss the and the anchor. I wanted to cut out both of these elements and adhere them on top of my stamp sentiment. But when I got to cutting out the anchor, I decided it was too much work. So I just went with the little banner over there. So I'm using some foam squares from DevCraft to add some dimension and adhere that little banner to my sentiment. And I really think it brings out, that the colors nicely together. I like the combination of this light blue, gold, and black. I also added some metallic embellishments from Hero Arts, and now I'm finishing up my card with a couple of white pearl sequins from Neat and Tangled. And finally, to finalize the look, I'm rounding the corners using my corner chomper from We Are Memory Keepers. So this finishes up my card for today, and I really hope you enjoyed, and you will stop by for more videos from me later. Thank you. Please be sure to like, comment, and share with your friends. Thank you.